Alright, CNT125, just a little heads up or guidance on practicing for the lab final. If you go to content page of D2L, where we have the final exam stuff, as always the study guides are here, including lab final exam study guide. But I also have for you here the final exam practice. This is a simulator file. You'll want to download this, save it to your machine, open your simulator, and then open this file, or open this, double click on open this file. When you do, what you will get is this. This is a little practice network you can use. On the left is basically what you need to configure for the lab final. On the right, as noted, this is acting as the ISP or the WAN connection, if you will. Do not change anything over here. This is set up to be like you'll have in the lab room, the ISP connection you're connecting to. So I noted that as such. Here's your router switch and the different populations of things you need to hook up. So what you can see, or I should say what you notice, is if you hold your mouse over these entities, they actually show you that they're configured and what their addresses are. The link between these two routers is the 192.168 link, and the 100.100.100 is the link that connects over here to this server. This server is acting like a web server or a website online at 100.100.102. So what you'll do is you'll go about configuring all this just like we have been in lab, setting this as DHCP, setting your statics over here and all this jazz. When you're done, okay, so let me change gears here. When you're done, you'll have a network that looks like so. Let me put this one away. Here's my sample network. I have this guy configured. It even shows my sub-interfaces. If you hold your pointer over there, you'll see the sub-interfaces showing up. Here's my switch. And then here is my 3 different populations of gear. So once I have that done, I should be able to start seeing things work. What I'll need to do for my workstations, I'm going to double click on the workstation and go to the desktop where I do IP configuration and say I don't want static, I want dynamic. And if I've done everything correctly, it should be picking up an IP from my DHCP server on my router. And I want to do that for at least the 2 PCs here. Come in here and do DHCP, and away we go. It should be pick up an IP. Awesome. Now, the IP phone's not going to play near as nice. I would not get hung up on this one. It's just going to sit here and kind of act like a little dumb node. That's all right. I put it in there as a, this is what you're actually trying to hook up. So he can just sit here and do his thing. That's fine. Don't even worry about him. But I'll look at these two here. Those now, as I hold my pointer over, you see the actual IP address gateway DNS that we're getting. I should now be able to, when I open this, pull up a command prompt and do the whole IP config thing. I should be able to ping my gateway, 172.16.10.1. Yay, we're pinging the gateway. And then I should be able to, if everything was right, be able to ping this web server over here at the 100.100.102. Okay, so I should be able to now also ping 100.100.102 to that workstation over there, to that server over there. Give it a second here, maybe not. I should be able to. The other thing I should be able to is if I go back to my desktop. There we go. It finally made it there. So I have to be a little patient. There we go. Now it knows about it. Okay, so be patient. The other thing I should be able to do, I'm going to close out my terminal prompt. I should be able to open the browser and plug in 100.100.102 and get to a web page on there. And that is now showing that since I have an IP, my DHCP is working, since I can ping out there and I can also browse out to that web server, that my NAT is working. That should allow you to double check that, if you will. So if you want to do some practice at home, you can use this file. Just don't edit anything over here. Do all your configuration over here and run through this a couple times until you get all your bugs worked out. Alrighty, so there's a little bit of practice you can do for the lab final exam.